You're watching News 10 at 11.
Well, they look like shooting stars, but they're actually meteorites from this year's Orionid meteor shower. And overnight tonight should be the peak. Scientists say there could be one meteor every 3 to 5 minutes, with the best time to watch from midnight until dawn. Jonathan Mumm is out in the dark trying to catch his own glimpse of this historical event. Jonathan, I imagine you don't see anything just yet, but pretty soon we might have some luck.
Yeah, that's right, Jeff. At least that's what we're hoping, and I'm sure people are hoping that all over the place. But the first thing you want to do is get away from city lights. You can't see the sky, you can't see the stars. You're not going to see the Orion constellation if you've got those city lights in front of you. So, Jeff, we'll stay out here. We'll keep our eyes on the sky, although I think we better get away from some of these lights, and we'll keep you posted if we see anything.
Well, stay out there until 4 a.m. if you're really dedicated, John.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, Darla, anytime I've looked at these meteor showers, I've always been disappointed in real life. Do you think that this one will be different, that we'll actually see something spectacular?
I have seen them though, and they're so cool when you do see them streaking across the sky.
I guess it's because I've got buildings in the way, trees in the way. He's right. You need to go to an open space, and
that's right.
You know, closer to the foothills, the mountains. That's when you have the best view of the stars.
That is so true. So if you can get out within the next, say, half hour after the show is over, of course, and get to some place where you can see a good view of the sky.
The violence plaguing Stockton continues tonight. Police are now investigating the city's 52nd homicide of the year. This one happened near a McDonald's restaurant. Officers say the 38-year-old victim was walking with a friend through a McDonald's parking lot on Wilson Way around noon. At one point, the suspect's car pulled up to him. They started talking, and that's when the suspect opened fire. The man was rushed to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. Officers say this is just the latest in a string of bold daytime attacks.
This was the 18th homicide that occurred during daytime hours here in the city of Stockton.
Police say this was likely not a random shooting, and at this point they're not ruling out the possibility that this could have been gang-related. Turning to top stories tonight, Modesto police have released a sketch of the man suspected of sexually assaulting a woman in front of her children in broad daylight. Officers say the victim was walking with her 1-year-old and 8-year-old Thursday. That's when the suspect attacked her. The woman was taken to a local hospital to be treated for her injuries. Her 1-year-old suffered minor injuries but is now safe with the family. If anyone has any information on this, just contact Modesto police. Fairfield police are looking into allegations that Fairfield substitute teacher Joe Yao assaulted 4 students. The incident is said to have happened Thursday at a David Weir Elementary School classroom. Officers say Yao grabbed the 6- and 7-year-olds by their necks and throats after they misbehaved. He was booked into Solano County Jail, but he has since been released. Neighbors living in one Sacramento community stepped in to help stop a man who was exposing himself outside of a home. Officers say 40-year-old Ronald Simmons was caught by neighbors prowling outside a Brock Street home. That's when people noticed him, ran outside, and detained him until police arrived. Officers arrested Simmons, and he faces charges that include prowling and indecent exposure. Turning to your voice, your vote. With just a little more than 2 weeks away until Election Day, the presidential race is intensifying by the day.
And both campaigns are narrowing their focus to states like Ohio, Virginia, Iowa, and Florida as they approach the finish line. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
And remember to keep it right here on News 10. We'll bring you live coverage of the third and final presidential debate starting at 6 p.m. Monday. During the last debate, we heard the now famous binder full of women line by Republican presidential nominee Mitt Romney. And on the campaign trail, Vice President Joe Biden made sure voters didn't forget it.
On Tuesday, when Governor Romney was asked a direct question in the last debate about equal pay for women, he started talking about binders.
According to a USA Today and Gallup poll, both the president and Romney are statistically even among women voters in swing states. Republican challenger Paul Ryan also threw punches against President Obama's administration today at a rally in Belmont, Ohio. He criticized Obama, saying he's in an all-out war against the coal industry. The head of the AFL-CIO Workers Union says the claims by both Romney and Ryan that they will serve the people of coal regions are baseless and insulting. Many political analysts say Ohio is a must-win for either presidential candidate. Today, Governor Jerry Brown made an urgent push for voters to agree with him on a couple of ballot initiatives next month. Members of the California Teachers Association joined with the governor in San Francisco this morning to show support for his Proposition 30. The proposal would raise taxes on high-income households to support schools and educational programs. The governor's message today is that all Californians will benefit if Prop 30 passes.
It's about kids. It's about teachers. It's also about the credit rating of California. It's about social harmony. It's about hope. And it's about those who've been most blessed to have an opportunity to give something back.
A competing school spending measure is Prop 38. The governor and the teachers union are also campaigning against Proposition 32, which they say will limit teachers' participation in the political process.
Ronald George Williams, National City.
Firefighters and families from across the state joined together this afternoon to pay tribute to those who lost their lives helping others. This was for the 10th annual California Firefighters Memorial Ceremony. It was held here in Sacramento. And as part of that ceremony, officials of the California Firefighter Memorial added the names of 40 firefighters who fell in the line of duty.
And they died doing what they loved to do. That's their story.
The memorial carries the names of 1,200 firefighters who died in service since California became a state in 1850. Coming up after the break, sports fans from all over California are gearing up for that big game tomorrow. Coming up next on News 10 at 11, how fans are preparing to watch their San Francisco Giants face a do-or-die situation. Plus, drivers in Southern California could face some traffic headaches this weekend, why the crew from the successful Hangover movies are to blame. We'll be right back. Well, it is all about the color orange in San Francisco this weekend. After the Giants' spectacular must-win game yesterday, fans are now gearing up for another crucial battle in the National League Championship Series. Cornell Bernard has the details.
The Giants rolled back into San Francisco about 3 o'clock this morning, fresh from their victory over St. Louis. But the team knows there's little time to rest. Francis doesn't have a ticket, but still plans to watch the game.
From my apartment, literally, I have the window open, so I'm watching it on TV. I know the play before it happens because there's a 20-second delay, so I get to see it twice.
Game 6 is sold out, but there are some tickets available online. But be prepared to open your wallet. Standing room only, about $200. Even lower box seats for $10,000. Some fans say if they can't be here, they'll be here in spirit. In San Francisco, Cornell Bernard, News 10.
And apparently they'll be seeing it twice. It's not nearly Carmageddon, but drivers in Southern California will have to deal with a bad case of the hangover this weekend. Drivers are being warned to avoid parts of an Orange County freeway because it'll be shut down for the filming of the third Hangover movie. Officials say sections of Highway 73 will be closed on and off until tomorrow night, but there is some good news for people living in Orange County. The film's producers will pay for any lost toll revenues on top of $25,000 fees and location. The 2009 blockbuster The Hangover is about an ill-fated bachelor party trip to Las Vegas. Its 2011 sequel was also a big hit. You know, Darla, I guess the producers should be able to afford that little generous donation with the amount of money that came in with those two films.
I would think so. And I'm guilty. I did see the first one.
Oh, I saw the first and the second. Yeah.
Cool stuff. Weather, it's going to change up on us, so start pulling out those coats, the umbrellas, the rain jackets, especially for the kids. Find those rain boots as well, because we're going to see some rain come Monday morning. Pull out your snow gear, Jeff.
It's really packed away. I did not think I was going to be bringing it out, considering how dry it's been, but I guess so. You know, did you know that Tebowing is now trademarked? Tebow owns it, so if I was on a knee doing this, he could actually sue me.
There's going to be a lot of Giants fans doing that tonight and tomorrow. You know, big night for the Giants. A lot of passionate Giants fans praying and hoping that they can pull off a Game 6. We'll hear from San Francisco Giants starting pitcher Ryan Vogelsong. Plus, we got college football and why the Sacramento Mountain Lions, why they have been benched for the rest of the year. Sports is next.
Now, do the Giants still have time to pick up a free agent?
No,
before the game? Okay, I was just thinking.
That would be illegal. You can't do that.
All right. I was thinking Barry Bonds is kind of sitting around not doing anything.
He's not doing anything right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know it strikes a nerve.
See you later, guys.
We'll see you later.
News 10. Connecting news, weather, and information anytime at news10.net or on your mobile devices at m.news10.net.